fact make it, I hope. Angels in AA level, and it was cuter with the offering there. Zahn, that's Charlotte is the lefty, Abby is the righty. And they're a duo up front. Luisa Rizzo with the gold helmet of her New Jersey Bandits days, back on defense with Elin Tulloch. Picked off by Tulloch, looking to move it forward. Gets it to Charlotte. On Saturday evening, their seeds 1 will play seed 4 by Smith. So you have Smith. The redirected, couldn't get it through. So Rizzo on the rush from the back line as it comes to neutral ice. Moved up the left wing. Dobbs, it looks like, with it. Comes through the middle. Picked off. Moved up. Kinzel had it. Couldn't connect. Sent up through neutral ice. There's no names on these jerseys. In the spring, you'll typically see that. The teams will get kind of makeshift rosters and order jerseys, so you would rarely expect to see numbers, or more than numbers, just logos on the front, numbers on the back. Charlotte's on up the near side wall. Got that offering far enough for Claus. Claus is 1 on 4, dumps it. Smith makes the save, covers it up, and Annalise Claus forcing the face-off, 1 on 4. The Angels will take that. 9:45 left, period 1. Great Lakes Classic, Livonia, Michigan. The Eddie Edgar Rink B, if you're in the area. Stop on by. Bulldogs Split season squad is what you're seeing here. And we'll explain a little bit more about that on the next whistle. There's a team from Indiana called the Indiana Elite, and another Detroit Bulldogs team called the Gold Team. They play a full season during the year, during the club time. So the most local of the teams will be the Detroit teams. Indiana Elite, a little more local than the Angels, most of whom took airplanes to get here. Some took walks. Bulldogs bring it in, getting it to the middle, but knocked away there. Miriam Walsh got a piece, and there's a tap on the back door. So the Bulldogs take the 1-0 lead. Here she is. Looks like 18. So if that matches my roster, and that is an 18, that's Abby Evans with the goal. Off the draw, if you're just joining us, Angels in blue, the Blue Angels, and the Detroit Bulldogs split season team in gray. Rizzo goes behind the net to try to get it. Coming out, sharp angle shot, couldn't find the net over there. Comes to the point on the left side. Cuter will send it down low. Picked off by Tulloch. Tulloch reverses it to the far side. Coming toward the point. Blocked away. No chance for the breakaway there, but a nice block by Presley Arnone. Nearly forced it. Tulloch coming all the way up to try to make a play there from D. Angels will break in, trying to catch him on the change. Here's Zahn, wrist shot, save, rebound, and a goal! Abby Zahn from Charlotte Zahn, and the Angels tie it. 1-1 with 7:59 left in period 1. They caught him on the change. Abby Zahn came up the left wing, got the shot off. Rosie Smith made the first save, but Charlotte Zahn coming in from the right side, pounded it in. 1-1. Claus up front with Walsh and Citro. Off the draw, Bulldogs take it, bring it in. Got away with it, but that was Lexi Dobbs. Sprinted in from the left point. That one in. Rizzo's trying to prevent the break. Steps a hip. Taking some hack there underneath from Evans, but prevent forward in her club. years with the New Jersey Rockets, 5 years in the New Jersey Bandits, who finished as quarterfinals in the Nationals this year. Shot was redirected in front and kicked away. Rizzo playing almost exclusively at forward in her club years, but on her Ramapo High School team, the boys team, played defense this season and decided to volunteer to play D for Coach B.J. Arnone, and that's where she is for this tournament, number 13 in blue. Here's Abizon trying to get through the middle, does it, had to give up possession. Charlotte sends it in low. Arnone peels off for the change, but the Angels are back. Mikuleski-Measle interrupted the flow there. Now we'll send it forward. Got it to the point. Was looking to spring claws. Citro got it with the skates, trying to break through. Couldn't do it. Reynolds is going to walk this one in. Or Weiss, rather. Here's Reynolds with the shot. Which Reynolds? It's Audrey, 21. Weiss, 91. Sometimes the 9 and the 2 look similar when the jersey is caught in the back of the equipment. Audrey Reynolds up front for Evans. She's got the goal. It's 1-1. There's 3:33 left. Period number 1. First of 2 on the day. Boy, this sure beats working, doesn't it? But no matter where you're watching from, we're glad that you are checking it out. Shot was deflected and hits the netting above the high glass behind Molly Rose Smith. That'll be a face-off in the Angels' defensive zone to the glove side of the netminder, number 30. Off the draw, Tulloch sends it around. Rizzo's got to hustle to grab it. Decides to tie it up there as Evans was on her. Looking for a little help from Walsh with the green helmet and the green gloves. Gloved it as it popped up. Not the best vantage point here at Eddie Edgar Rink B, but this is kind of the spot that we chose, so hopefully between that and decent Wi-Fi, as there's a shot that goes into the glove of the prone Rose Smith. Angels designated as the home team here for this one. Off the draw, they go point to point. Wrist to the corner, looking to center it for the one-timer. Dobbs, Ella Dobbs was the one trying to get that one, but couldn't do it. The first whistle was not very decisive. And referee is going over to the Angels bench. Ball was a trip. I don't know why they didn't just send Presley Arnone right in, but Arnone, number 2, heads to the box for a minute 30 on the minor penalty. So second penalty kill here for the Angels. No icing on that one. So maybe icing is not in effect. The one ref looked at the other and said no, but could have been a tip. With the 15-minute periods, we should have mean a minute and a half penalties for minor penalties, 4 minutes if there's a major, and if you get a misconduct, the typical 2 and 10 instead is a 1.5 and 8. Those are the typical USA hockey rules for time and periods. Comes out to the near side wall. Charlotte's on. Didn't have the step there, but is forcing the play. And Citro steps on and breaks it right up. Nice play by Carolyn Citro. Number 4. Up the near side wall, trying to get through. Kinzel with the bump. Ella Dobbs was the one trying to bring it in. Puck was tied up, maybe in some skates. And in the equipment, it popped up and went into where the heel of the skate would have been, and that's an odd way for that to stop play. But with 18 seconds left in the Bulldogs power play, we're under now a minute left in the period. Rose Smith saw that one all the way, coming through traffic after a redirection. I think it got to Rose Smith, who shrugged one off. Coming to the point and now shoveled to the near side, swatted forward. Wrist shot through traffic, came down on a dive, but Rose Smith threw the pads down. Angels have killed it off. Walsh and Claus have a 2-on-1 at the period's death here. Centering feed, couldn't quite complete it to Claus with 6 seconds left. One more chance, they go back and forth. They're gonna run out of time here as the puck comes out of the zone. Would have been an offside either way, but they end period number 1 in a 1-1 tie. So we do see some of you have been good enough to send some comments, and we appreciate that on Rizzo Vision. And this is a great time. If you've never subscribed and you're new to it, that would be an easy way. Hit that subscribe button and the alerts button. And all the action from the Great Lakes Classic will be yours this weekend. Okay, well, we see Debbie Rizzo, who's wishing she could be here with us, giving us a little update on the stream. We've gone with the Wi-Fi here, so hopefully the Wi-Fi is a little bit better than throughout the rest of this game here. Teams will switch ends. And there he is, the man that made it all happen, Damian Smith. We'll go follow his goaltending daughter to the far end as Molly Rose Smith now will guard the goal to your YouTube left, and Rosie Smith protects the cage to your YouTube right. Underway, full and even strength. 1-1 as we commence period number 2. Rizzo was stepping in to try to get a break on that one. Abizon picked it up, and they prevented an easy break-in. And the Bulldogs were left side. Pass had a little too much zip on it maybe, and Abby couldn't quite corral it. But Abizon picked it away, comes in on the offside, and they will face it off just outside the offensive zone with 14:11 left in period 2. 15-minute periods. The preliminaries are 3 games per team. There are 4 teams in the tournament. So it's essentially for seeding. Off the draw, Rizzo sends a neat pass to Citro. Citro's going to try to turn the corner on the right side, banks it off the boards toward herself, but was walled off over there. Bulldogs SS, split season. That means they paused their club season in the middle of the year to play high school. Shot was blocked away, and the Bulldogs Gold, who will be an opponent, I believe, I don't know if it's later this evening or on Saturday, they play the club season throughout. So in places where there's strong high school hockey, as Rizzo, the defenseman, is going to try to get through a lot of traffic there, was bumped off. Here come the Bulldogs, wrist shot, and they score! So that looked like 18 again, or was it 28? $28 or 18. There's no 28 that I have on the roster, so if it was Evans again, I don't think it was Evans because she has a red 18 on her back, but maybe there's a white 18 as well, which would be great for whoever likes that number, but not so good for the guy trying to give credit to the girls who are scoring. Maybe at some point somebody can jump on the website and shine a little light on it for this guy. Trying to break out, but not effectively. Here's on for Charlotte Zahn. Back to Witter. Comes up to the near side wall. Rizzo trying to jump in. Got a piece of it so as to prevent the break. Now she's going to pick it back up, but going to send it in offside. As Arnone was skating to get out, but couldn't quite do it. Timely enough. Charlotte's on will take the draw with Abby on her left and Arnone on her right. Kinzel on lefty, Nicolescu-Niso, who got the skates on that one, on right defense. If you're just tuning in, we're glad that you're here. If you're checking out Rizzo Vision for the first time, boy, we're glad to have you, whether you're watching it live or on demand. It's a good time to subscribe. There's a lot of girls hockey to be shown here and has been shown in the past. Shooter picks it up, looking for room. Bulldogs change. She'll get it in. And still with it as an armada of Angels defend, but they can't quite get it away from her. Eventually, Charlotte Zahn gets it, sends it off the far side wall, allowing for a change. It's the period of the long change, so a nifty play like that can afford your team a good line change and make the difference in a shift or maybe later on. There's going to be another trip and the Angels will go on the penalty kill for the third time. They have not had the benefit of a power play yet. They are the home team, but the visitors designated for this game. So Sophia Kinzel goes in for the trip. 11:28 left, period number 2 of a 1-1 game. Penalties, as we've said before, but we don't expect that you've picked up everything that we've said to this point, are a minute and a half when the periods are 15 minutes, which is the case here for the Great Lakes Classic. Shot from the point, couldn't get through traffic, rebound steered wide. It's a 2-1 game, I should say, not a 1-1 game. The goal early in the second by the Bulldogs untied the score. Wrist shot comes from the top of the left circle, and Rose Smith gloves it down to forge the whistle. 17 seconds of the minute and a half have been killed off. 11:10 remain in period 2. Off the draw, they go point to point, walking it in, getting to the dot, wrist shot, save. Rose Smith got it with the blocker. Comes to the near side wall. Centering feed, didn't get through all the traffic, but got through enough, and it's kept in. So they do have 2 18s. I do see them now. That's highly confusing. Shot comes from the right. And I think both 18s have scored. So Abby Evans, if she's one of them, she has 1 goal. I don't think she's both 8. There's an 18 wearing red numerals and an 18 wearing white numerals for the Bulldogs. We'll see if we can get it sorted. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill by Rose Smith. Rebound swept away. Citro picks it up and she's got a little room. She's going to skate it up the near side wing. Send it for Rizzo up the far side. Rizzo trying to break through. Angels will change. Rizzo still with it with the gold helmet. The one-woman show at the moment. Now gets a little help from the Zons, and the penalty has been killed. So the Angels kill it off, and the referee looked like it was going to blow the whistle there, but it didn't look like an icing, so probably a good 9 call. That one looked like it was offside, but the Bulldogs are able to bring it in. Kinzel is going to interrupt that one, send it to the near side wall for Charlotte Zahn. They get it down low. There's a rebound shot and a real nice glove save by Rose Smith. She knocked it down with the glove, but covered it with the pad. Looked like that puck was going in, but Molly Rose Smith used the long left arm. She sort of set the glove back behind her and got a piece of it with the glove. Then the puck trickled into her pads as she was kneeling, and she locked up the pads to secure the save. Here's Charlotte Zahn, has Abby with her. Charlotte Zahn, shot, save, rebound. Abby tries to put it in the top corner, but a glove save by Rosie Smith. So they combined on the first goal. Abby Zahn scored it from Charlotte's rebound, and they nearly repeated it. Angels trying to keep it in. Nice play by Arnone to get it. Comes out into neutral ice. Nicolescu-Niesel gets a piece of it. Charlotte Zahn had it. Okay, I think I was mixing up the zones. Charlotte had the goal from Abby. Charlotte's the righty, Abby's the lefty. So if I mix that up, then, you know, and I know the grandparents are watching. So the Zahn sisters' grandparents are watching. So if I've made that an error, forgive me. But they both had points on the first goal. Of that I can assure you. 8:12 left. Period 2. 2-1 Bulldogs split season. SS. Bulldogs SS for split season. That means they, in a state where there is good high school hockey, they pause their club season in the middle, play the high school season, and then resume their club season later on. Rizzo just going to try to take it. Shoveled it forward for Walsh. A little too deftly. Tulloch over to Rizzo. Handcuffed her a little bit, but she's got a little room. Trying to shrug off one of the 18s. Wrist shot goes wide by the other 18. .740 left, period 2. Angels trailing at 2-1. Bulldogs SS. One-timer save with the left pad by Rose Smith. Wrist shot from the point on the left side by Weiss. Didn't get through. A lot of possession here for Detroit. Would like to get a frozen puck, and they do, as Molly Rose Smith takes that one right on the logo on the front of her jersey and covers it up, never letting it hit the ice. Angels will change. Not in full. It looks like they keep the defense pair out there, so they change the forwards. 2 forward lines, 2 defense pairs. That will be enough to get you through a tournament. And everybody will be happy with their ice time. Here's Abby Zahn, takes a wrist shot, just wide. Charlotte picks it up. Sends it. Now Charlotte has it. Wrist shot blocked away. Arnone sends it to Tulloch at the point. She fires it wide. Rizzo cheating in from the point. Centers it down low. Abby Zahn has it. Was trying to go into the slot, it looked like. Kinzel was there, or rather Arnone was there. Didn't quite make the connection. Rizzo spinning through the middle. Got a piece of it. Sends it forward, looking for Charlotte Zahn. Now Detroit breaking in, wrist shot. There was a penalty again, and for the 4th time, the Angels will be penalized. They're going to call the hook. So Detroit now, for the 4th time, will go on the power play with 6:03 left in period number 2. And Elin Tulloch heads to the box for a minute and a half. Angels yet to have the first power play in their short history, which consists of just about 24 minutes of game time so far, but they've had to kill 4 penalties. So far, all successfully by my count, and we'll see if they have that in them. Abby Zahn shepherds that one out. It hit a stick, so there's not going to be an icing call. Bulldogs will try to set it up. Claus up front with Abby Zahn. Nicolescu-Niesel back on D with Kinzel. Centering feed was first rebuff, then it created a shot that Rose Smith knocked away. Hinzel looking to get it up and possibly out. Not just trying to fire that puck just yet now. Patiently makes a nice play. Claus is one-on-one shorthanded. Gets through one. Trying to get in down low. Annalise Claus centers for Abizon. Got it to her, but not perfectly on the stick, and that's on a penalty kill, so any kind of offensive chance there, you'll take it if you're rooting for the team in the blue jerseys, the New Jersey Angels. Here comes Abizon coming in, bearing down, shorthanded, backhand, saved by Smith. Got the stick on it. She fooled me. She came in with the backhand. I thought she was going to try to sweep it to the forehand, but she swept the backhand through, and the 5-hole never opened up. Citro jumps on for Tulloch. Claus heads off the ice whilst her team is defending, and her goalie gives her a nice prize by gloving that one down with 4:19 left in period number 2. Angels trail at 2-1. As the home team, the Angels have the benefit of the final change, and they take advantage of that. Your lines might be a little out of sorts for the moment because of the penalties, but they will probably settle that as soon as they can. Or everybody just plays with whoever's out there, which makes it kind of fun too. Rizzo in the battle, 1-on-2. Shovels it forward for Walsh. Walsh gets it over to Citro. Citro's going to try to turn the corner, and Citro will go around the outside, centering. Feed! Walsh got a piece, but didn't quite get it on net. Bulldogs bring it out. One of the 18s to the other 18. One of them is Evans, according to my roster, but I don't have two 18s. They leave it down low and try to create the cycle. Centering feed. Walsh tied up a stick, or maybe Smith had the glove up. It redirected, but it went over the height of the crossbar. Comes to the point for Reynolds. She sends that one in. Rizzo on the battle. Can't win it. It goes between the points. Nice reach by Tulloch to prevent the one-timer. And here comes Charlotte Zahn. Charlotte Zahn will chip it off the boards on the near side. Get dumped over there. They don't call that one, so the Angels still await their first ever power play. Off the rush, Detroit circling the puck to the left side. Shot was knocked away with the blocker by Rose Smith. 2:45 left now, period number 2. Angels trail at 2-1. Great Lakes Classic, Livonia, Michigan. Wrist shot through traffic. Rose Smith saw it and steered the rebound to the near side wall. Bulldogs trying to get set up. They'll keep it behind the net, circle it, and wait for somebody to come through the middle for a redirection. That shot was knocked away by Citro. She got the shaft of the stick on it and made it for an easy save by Rose Smith with 2:21 left in period number 1. Period number 2, rather. 2-1 the score in favor of the Detroit Bulldogs split season. There will be a Detroit Bulldogs Gold team and an Indiana Elite team on the schedule for the Angels. One at 8:45 Eastern this evening, and the other at 2:30 on Saturday. Abizon on the forecheck, trying to force something. Eventually, maybe they do. Cuter back into her own zone, turns. On really all over her here, making them work for it. And Nicolescu-Mizel picks it up. And with a shot, oh, she hit the post on the left side. There's an offering by Abizon that gets kicked away by Rosie Smith. Boy, Emma Nicolescu-Mizel has a great slap shot, but boy, she unloaded a missile of a wrister right there. Claus with the backhand, trying to get it toward net, couldn't get it through. 1:30 now left in period number 2. Angels nearly had it tied off the stick of number 18. Backhand shot, knocked away with the glove by Rose Smith, but the Bulldogs pick it up and move the puck around the top of the offensive zone, trying to get through. There was a foot trip there. Claus got dumped. Nikolescu-Miesel will come up the right side now, looking for an opening. Hits the brakes, waits, centering feed. Oh, right idea. Just couldn't complete the pass. Big shift for Nikolescu-Miesel here, and needs a little help there, and gets it. Bulldogs retreat to their own end. Oh, Annalise Claus nearly had the pocket picked with under 40 seconds left in the second period. Angels hanging on to a 2-1 lead. They'd like to keep it that way while the puck is in their defensive zone, but if they could get a breakout here and tie it up before the end of the period, they'd like that even more. Down to 22 seconds left in the second. Here is Emma Nikolescu-Miesel, sends that pass, had the second time it through. They'll change and just get some fresh legs out here for the last 10 seconds. At least a couple of forwards picked off. Walsh, one of the new fresh legs that jumped out there. Maybe that made a difference, and that's going to expire the period. So the Angels will walk into period number 3, having killed off 4 power plays against them, not having had the benefit of one themselves, and trailing 2-1. If anybody's on the Great Lakes site and they can show me the box score so far, that would be magnificent, since I can't do that without blowing up the entire stream. And of course, who else would do that but the intrepid Matt Claus, Rizzo Vision producer, Claus Cast proprietor, and magnificent dude all around. Father of the wonderful number 20 in blue. Mom Tracy opting not to make this trip, having been to Michigan just 2 or 3 weeks ago for the national championships in East Lansing for the Bandits. Okay. Let's see. Does it have anything on there? Does it have names of people that scored goals? It doesn't look like it. Nothing. Okay. Yeah.
Not right now.
So,
No shots.
2 number 18s scored goals for the Bulldogs, and I only have 1 listed on their roster. Number 11, I don't have listed on the roster, also made an awfully nice play. And Rizzo Vision really loves to give the girls credit, but sometimes it's just not possible. Molly Rose Smith will now, in the third period, defend the cage to your YouTube right. Rosie Smith will guard the goal to your YouTube left. Underway, period number 3. Charlotte Zahn, the righty at center. Abby, the lefty at left wing. Down low into the corner. That one gets just past Abby Zahn. Rizzo, 13, is going to try to wall off one of the 18s for Detroit. Forces her around the end line. Tulloch picks her up on the other side. They fall right into the trap, and Charlotte Zahn is going to try to break out. Gets bumped off there neatly, in the opinion of the official. So still no calls that have gone the way of the Angels. But to be fair, the 3 penalties that they received, or the 4 they have received, were pretty obvious ones. Rizzo getting all the way in, took the long pass there, trying to catch the Bulldogs on a change. And she told her coach, BJ Arnone, she would willfully and willingly and gladly play defense for this tournament, but definitely is an offensive-minded defenseman, and her Bandits teammate and she, Annalise Claus, go offside. Got hung up at the blue line there. That's good defense. 13:27 left period, number 3. Angels in blue. The Blue Angels? Trailing at 2-1 to the Detroit Bulldogs Split Season Club. Oh, that one triggered into the bench, and I think it went off the mask of Miriam Walsh. Oh, no, maybe. I don't know who that was on the bench. And that puck hitting the player's mask prevented it from hitting BJ Arnone. Kinzel to Nicolescu Measle. Bulldogs come in offside. And the one thing that's sort of great about spring hockey is you might see different combinations, different players, sometimes some different experience levels or skill sets. And the one thing that you really get to see is different colored pants and different colored helmets and different colored gloves abound. Wrist shot over the height of the crossbar as the Angels try to attack, and now they turn back to defend. Shooter with it, gets through the middle, still with it, just skating on the tail of one of her teammates. Wall steps into a passing lane, picks it off, gets it, shovels it out of the zone. Just needed a little bit more of friendly puck luck there. She breaks up another play for a moment. Just needed a little friendly puck luck. She might have been off to the races. Now Claus gets tripped up over there. Not intentionally, but it doesn't have to be intentional to be a trip. There's still no power plays for the Angels and 4 penalties against. As we tick down to 12 minutes left in the third period, Angels trailing at 2-1. Here comes Kinzel up the right wing, centers it to the middle. Didn't complete the pass, but Abizan is going to send it right back. Didn't complete that one, but they still have it in the zone, and Kinzel picks it up again. Back door, looking for Abizan, right for Charlotte. Wrist shot, big save by Smith. She got the blocker on it, and the puck fired into the air and landed behind the end line. Otherwise, it might have found its way in. Nicolescu Measle trying to pick that one off and forces the dump in. Rizzo back to get it. Has to win a 50-50 there. Does. Gets a little help from Charlotte Zahn. They'll bring the puck into neutral ice if they can get it out. It's kept in neatly by just a oh, and they're going to call another penalty on this, but now it's getting a little ridiculous here. I mean, that's, there's the puck's there, she's playing it, and that's fine. You can call the trip, but then you ought to call it when the same exact thing happened right in front of you here about a minute and a half ago on Claus. Claus was dumped. The puck was there. She still got the skates taken out. And Presley Arnone goes in for the trip. So 5 penalties against the Angels and none against the Detroit Bulldogs, and we're playing in Livonia, Michigan. I'm just saying what the fact at all. You can draw your own conclusions based on the live stream pictures, which are not the best. But the Angels are going to have to kill this one off, and their best penalty killer is number 30, Molly Rose Smith, who gets that one in the breadbasket and yields no rebound. Abizan and Charlotte Zahn up front. Luisa Rizzo and Ellen Tulloch on defense to kill it off the draw. They get it in down low. Big pad save by Rose Smith. I don't know how she got it. It was at the very bottom of the inside edge of her right pad, which was on the ice. And she's made a few big ones to keep the Angels in it. This one comes through the middle. Tulloch gets it up, and it doesn't go out. Rizzo's going to pick this one off and look to hit the Jets. Rizzo gets it up the near side wall. Had to shovel it forward. Charlotte Zahn's going to pick it up. Rizzo's still coming down the middle. Oh, boy, if that puck It hit off the outside of the cage. It would have gone right to Rizzo's stick. Abizon picks it off, gets in, down low, wrist shot. Saved with the blocker by Smith as we tick under 10 minutes remaining. This is a shorthanded chance here for the Angels. Tulloch, wrist shot, almost redirected by Charlotte Zahn in front. Went out of the box. That could have been a home run pass right there. And they have killed off 5 shorthanded chances. So they've played a wide margin of this game, 4 on 5, and with the short bench, it doesn't make it any better, but the Angels are right there. They trail 2-1 with 9:15 left in period number 3. Glad to have you on Rizzo Vision. And if you're just joining us for the first time, my name's Joe Rizzo, and I'm glad to bring it to you. But the extra Bulldog was able to knock it away. Rizzo over to Kinzel. Up the far side wall, a little too strong for Claus. Citro was looking to break out. Rizzo broke that one up, fires it out. This one will be an icing unless the puck just dies or takes a curve. And it got on its end and was rolling a little bit toward the net, but crosses the end line for the icing. 8:38 left, period number 3. Angels in their first game together at the Great. It looked like the right post and the rebound was deposited in. So with 8:22 remaining in the third, the Detroit Bulldogs Split season team, couldn't tell you who scored that one. Usually my rule of thumb is if you scored it, go lead the Selly line, but even with identify their goal scorers from this point. With the mix-up and the penalties, mix-up of person. But Smith got the pad on it. Here comes Detroit trying to get through the middle. Tulloch, and they're going to call a penalty on Friday afternoon trying to make a buck. This is not the answered back with the third goal that Detroit just scored. Fear not, the game is not over. The plot thick away, but the rebound didn't go to a blue jersey. So she gets through the defense, and Detroit pushes it to 5-2 here. A goal fest 3 between the two teams in the last third. Bulldogs moving the puck around the high part of the zone. Claus pressuring at the point. Rebound, and they put that one in. 6-2 for Detroit. Another power play goal. So the difference could be in a game like that. I mean, listen, the breaks typically, if you're keeping track and you're keeping score of who got all the breaks from the ref, it goes into the glove of Rosie Smith. 5:09 remaining, period number 3. Charlotte has seen everything going the Bulldogs' way in terms of power plays here. Tulloch going to come out 3-on-2. Elon Tulloch comes to the middle, tries to dump it, knocked down by a glove. They'll still put the pressure on. 4:35. Time to see if they opt for the extra attacker. Okay, so it's a non-issue. Good hustle back by the Angels to break it up. Tulloch will head to the corner, get bumped down over there. No check called on that one. We've seen much less be called. Wrist shot and a save with the glove by Molly Rose Smith with 4:02 remaining in the third period, and the Angels in blue trailing for the second time in this game by 3 goals. 6-3. It was 5-2, then 6-2, but they've answered to 6-3. But with 4:02 remaining, time not on their side. Off the draw, tied up between players, centering feed. Claus is going to pick this one off, and she gets tripped up, and still no call. Oh, I mean, now it's Claus probably would have had a breakaway there and just gets blatantly tripped. But they're not going to get any calls today in Michigan. You're not getting calls. You're not getting calls, Jersey girls. They haven't been Angels. So that pushes it to 7-3. And now the discussion becomes, where are we going for lunch? But from a hockey standpoint, what you're looking for from the girls is to play all the way to the whistle and do it with smiles on their faces. Rizzo trying to turn the corner on the far side. Abizon had it below the end line there, sent out. No icing. That puck's not going to make the end line anyway. There's a tackle. First down, Lions. No call, though. No. Bulldogs get it in. Down low. Backhand shot over the height of the crossbar. Cuter had it. Sent in down low. Charlotte Zahn's going to pick it up, send it for Rizzo. Didn't catch her in stride, so Rizzo curls around, sends it back for Zahn. Charlotte was under pressure there, like a quarterback in the pocket. Rizzo takes a shove into the boards, loses the puck. Bulldogs will negotiate it out. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third period. 7-3, Detroit Bulldogs. And there's a trip. It's going to be called. And they call Josie Cuter for the trip. Too little, too late in the estimation of those to my right watching. So power play number 1 happens with 1:48 left in the third period, 7-3. If it was basketball and you could have a 3-pointer, it might be a little easier to negotiate a deficit of 4 with this few amount of ticks left of the clock in a game. In hockey, it's going to take the combination of a volcanic eruption and a Chernobyl-like meltdown in order to change the outcome in terms of the win-loss of this game. Shot and a goal! Charlotte's on a power play goal. 7-4, 97 ticks of the clock left. Will we be seeing a Friday miracle in Livonia, Michigan? If you're looking for a miracle, it's probably a good thing to name your team after angels. Let's see if they opt to pull. Try to break in. We'll have to field that puck. Centering feed, kicked away by Smith. Charlotte's on nearly connected on the hat trick goal. Comes to the point. Nicolescu Mizo, missile shot. Pad save. Rebound came to Citro. Shot by Abizon, glove down by Smith. 58.8 seconds left Gillespie Measle has, we told you before, a blistering slapper. Doesn't even need to unload the slapper because her wrister is also lethal. Rizzo now on the dot, wins it to Walsh, sent it at the net, didn't get it all the way through. Battled for down low, 51 seconds left. 7-4 Angels trail. They're not throwing in the towel. Centered through the middle. Tulloch trying to get a piece of it. Bulldogs trying to set it up. Rizzo picked that one off in the middle. Looking to get the wheels moving. Luisa Rizzo with 32 seconds left. Pirouetting, skating around waves. Still with it, still with it. Rizzo shot, blocked away. Picked up the rebound. And here's going to be a breakaway with 21 seconds left. Coming out and tipping it in. And that's going to be the 8th goal with 17.5 seconds remaining. So, of course, the unnamed number 11. I have a roster of like 30 names here, and 11 has no name next to it. And she's got about final 10 seconds, and they're going to call a penalty now. .8 seconds. They'll send the face-off to the opposite side of the ice because of the penalty in the offensive zone. Lexi Dobbs is who I have listed as number 10 with the slash. 7.8 seconds left to see if the Angels can get a 5th goal. Rizzo on the dot, Arnone in the slot. Tries to win it to Arnone. Bulldogs pick it up, send it around the end boards. 2 seconds and 1. That is going to expire the clock. And the Angels fall 8-4 in their first game. They will be back at it, 8:45 Eastern. And if they are the home team, probably, they will be wearing these blue jerseys. And if they are the away team, we figure they'll have the white. And either way, we hope to bring it to you and watch all the action. Maybe they could do a little bit better than having 7 power plays against and 2 for, but we'll see how the referee gods go. Oftentimes, these things tend to even out, and maybe tonight will be that night, or maybe it will be in an even more important game down the line, like a semifinal or a final. But for now, the Angels fall 8-4. We'll be back for 3 more games, at least this weekend, and hopefully a 4th more. But for now, that'll do it from Eddie Edgar Rinkby in Livonia, Michigan. For producer Matt Claus, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Angels girls hockey on Rizzo Vision.